Hi friends, today we're going on a trip. First step is to drive from where I live, which is here, Cold Lake, Alberta. And we need to drive all the way to Edmonton, a bit over 3 hours to the airport because we don't have an airport where I live. The nearest large airport is Edmonton, Alberta. So that's step one.
The opportunity when you think you've given your all, you banged your head on the wall, just try another way. Yeah. You think it's strength that you need, but a gentle land will give you all the opportunity. When you think you've given your all, you banged your head on the wall, just try another way.
Next step is to catch our plane, and we're going to have just one flight on the first leg of our trip to Toronto, Ontario. We actually ended up on a really weird plane. It was Air Canada Rouge and didn't have any video, so we amused ourselves anyway. No matter what we do, where we go, we seem to find ways to entertain ourselves and have a good time. So it was about 4 hours in total sitting on a plane, and we got ourselves to Toronto. This is the view from our hotel. We stayed in what is Airbnb or they're called or whatever. And yeah, it was called Toronto Rooms, and this is the view. We were in Chinatown, really like right across the street from Kensington Market. And one thing about these streetcars, they're new. You actually can pay on the streetcar, so you don't have to worry about finding tokens. Make sure you have change. They are $3.50 a trip. So have change and you can just jump on and off those streetcars. Give it over. We liked this little garden car kind of thing. And then down by Ryerson, where I went to university, we found this corner that I never saw before. It's new since I lived there. And this is a whole bunch of food trucks. So this is like a little food truck center, and this is awesome. I wish they had that when I went to school here. The Raptors hadn't won yet, but the North stuff was everywhere in Toronto because it was about the week before the Raptors won the winning game. We watched a couple on TV while we were there. And of course, where are we? We are near Rogers Centre, where we went to a ball game. But this is the foot of the CN Tower.
Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting New York Yankees, managed by Aaron Boone. Batting first.
after we left Toronto, we rented a car. Don't ever drive in Toronto. We went to the airport, picked up a rental car, and got out of town. We drove all the way to Kitchener to visit family. And it was Saturday the next day, so we went to St. Jacob's Farmers Market. I would never drive on any of these highways. It's not my comfort level. However, my husband is willing to drive on these highways, so he did all the driving. And when I got too stressed out, I would knit and just not watch. But look at the lanes. To me, this is just not what I'm used to. It's like 4 lanes on this road we're on, and then there's a road beside it, a road beside that road beside us, a road beside the road beside us. It's just a lot of roads, a lot of cars, a lot of driving. This is the St. Jacob's Farmers Market. It's very close to Kitchener and Waterloo, and it was just really quite amazing. There's so many vendors out there, tons of vendors outside, and then you also went into these buildings and there were vendors inside. We're back on the road again. The only way to really see Canada is to get in a car and drive. So we went to Kingston, shared a sub, kept driving, drove right past Montreal, waved out the window. What we really wanted was Quebec City, because what I wanted was to have a nice romantic dinner in old Quebec City. Tomorrow we'll continue down this road and go into New Brunswick. And then, the day after, we're going to head off to PEI and Nova Scotia. We drove this route from Moncton to Charlottetown, and we took the bridge instead of the ferry. You can take a ferry or a bridge to PEI. We took the bridge, and just so you know, when you go across, you don't pay anything. When you come back, we paid $47.50. So, just so you know, you're going to pay when you come back. And visited Charlottetown, PEI, land of Anna Green Gables. It was time to go back home, so from Moncton, we flew to Edmonton. However, we stopped, of course, in Toronto to transfer. And about the rental car, we left it in Moncton. We rented with Enterprise, and they let you do a one-way trip. You can pick up in Toronto and drop off somewhere else. That was pretty handy to just fly back home to Edmonton. From Edmonton, we decided to take a quick stop in West Ed Mall and just have some fun.
Baseball duck. Baseball duck.
See by the dawn's early light, the so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts green walls were so gallantly streaming, and the rock